Story 1. The Man in the Boiler Room. It was early November. The air was already icy, and most of us seniors were just coasting toward winter break. I had gym class, 7th period, last class of the day. We just gotten into the locker rooms to change when the loudspeaker came on. The vice principal's voice cracked through the PA. "This is not a drill. Teachers, initiate lockdown protocol immediately." Everyone froze. Even the gym coach, who normally didn't take things too seriously, started yelling at us to move. He told us to get into the equipment room and stay quiet. There were 15 of us crammed in there. No windows, just shelves of dodgeballs and cones. It was pitch black. One of the guys, Chris, kept joking around, whispering things like, "What if this is a shooter?" But nobody laughed. Not this time. About 10 minutes in, we heard footsteps echoing across the gym floor. Then the sound of the locker room door creaking open. Whoever it was, they weren't in a hurry. Their shoes made slow, deliberate clicks on the tile. Then they started whistling, a weird, tuneless melody. Way too calm for the situation. One of the kids near the door whispered, "That's not a teacher." The footsteps stopped right outside the equipment room door. We held our breath. Then, jiggle. The door handle turned, then again, harder. Someone was trying to open it, but it was locked. Thank God. After what felt like hours, the footsteps moved away. Eventually, the all clear came, and we were escorted out. Later, we found out a man had broken into the school through the loading dock. Security footage showed him wandering the halls for nearly 30 minutes. He was eventually found hiding in the old boiler room beneath the gym. He wasn't a parent. He wasn't a former student. No one knew who he was, just a man with no ID, no explanation. They never released his name. Story 2. The Girl in the Window. This happened to my cousin Jenna during her freshman year at a small-town high school. It was spring, just a few weeks before graduation, and most seniors had already mentally checked out. Jenna had Spanish class right after lunch. That day, the sky was dark, like a storm was about to hit. She said everyone felt a little off, and then the lockdown siren blared. The teacher locked the doors and turned out the lights, like they were trained to. Everyone crouched by the back wall, away from windows. But Jenna was closest to the window. That's when she saw her. A girl standing alone in the courtyard, wearing a long black hoodie, hood up. Her back was to the classroom, but something felt wrong. She wasn't moving, just standing there. A few kids peeked, whispering, thinking maybe she was a student who got caught outside during the lockdown. Then the girl slowly turned her head toward the window. Not her body, just her head. Jenna swears her eyes were completely white. The girl started walking toward the window, but not like a student. She moved stiffly, like she was being pulled by invisible strings. Jenna ducked, heart pounding. When she looked again, the girl was gone. After the lockdown ended, school security searched the courtyard. They didn't find anyone. No footprints. No hoodie. The kicker. There was a girl who died in that courtyard years ago. A freshman who had a breakdown during finals week. She wore a black hoodie the day she jumped from the second floor walkway. Jenna never took that seat again. Story 3. Voices in the Vents. Back in middle school, we had a substitute teacher one Friday. Our regular science teacher was out sick, and nobody took the sub seriously. That changed real fast. It was mid-afternoon when the fire alarm started blaring, but then, mid-ring, it just cut out. Seconds later, the principal's voice came over the intercom. "Lockdown. This is not a drill. Follow procedure immediately." We all froze. Our substitute looked terrified, but locked the door and pulled down the blinds like she was supposed to. Then we all huddled under the lab tables. 15 minutes passed. Nothing. Then we heard it. A voice coming from the air vent. At first, we thought it was someone in another room, but it sounded like it was inside the wall. voice was soft and strange, high-pitched like a child. It was whispering something none of us could understand, repeating it over and over. Then another voice joined in. This one was lower, angry, muffled. Our substitute lost it. She got up and tried to leave, but the door was locked from the outside. She was shaking, trying to call the office with her cell. Then all the vents in the room started rattling. We backed away, some kids crying. That's when the lockdown ended, just like that. Later, we learned that a student from another grade had snuck into a crawl space above the science wing. He'd had some sort of mental breakdown and was hiding in the ductwork. But the part no one could explain, he was alone. No one else was up there with him. But those voices, we all heard them, every single one of us.